Hello everybody and welcome to another video commentary with J-Man Espresso, or Jeff as usual. And today we have it. You guys have been asking for it, so here it is. The M16A2, the final weapon of the Assault class for the Battlefield 3 training series. I know you guys have been looking forward to this, so what I did here for this one, what I usually been doing, as you guys have been noticing for the games, I've been taking pretty much just one game and commentating over that while using the weapon. But I figured, since you guys have been asking for this weapon and this is a favorite of mine, that I wanted to cram as much use of weapon as possible into the time limit that YouTube allows. So these are two games from today. I had some pretty good games today, so I just used stuff I had today instead of some stuff I already got. This first one here is on ColdWar, and the second one will be on Oasis when we get to it. And pretty much I just cut them down. I took out anything where I wasn't using the weapon. Anytime I was just moving from house to house, area to area, took all that out and just edited it down as best I could to just get the weapon into the video as much as possible. And also you'll see there's a couple things we unlock. We level up once or twice during the video. So that's the tracer dart. We will discuss that when we get to the engineer class. Even though that's not engineer specific, I find that you use it with that class the most. So we'll get to that. So obviously here we are. We're using the M16, and right now I don't believe I have the red dot on it. I think I'm running with the iron sights, but I do run with the red dot as well. And I'm using the 40mm shotgun. My underbarrel weapon of choice for the M16 is the 40mm shotgun. You guys probably figured that out by now. I prefer that as my underbarrel of choice. I think it's the most effective without being, something annoying and noobish that people hate getting killed by, like the 40mm grenade launcher. The smoke, as I've said many times, just to say it again, the smoke is a valuable thing to use. And if your team's not, rushing up, and you find that you need to push up in like a rush match, having smoke, that makes it a lot easier when you have a good defense team. So don't think that you have to use the shotgun all the time, but the shotgun is a great underbarrel. It's incredibly effective once you get used to how it works. It is a little tricky. So jumping from building to building, working our way around. It's a pretty good technique, from the video we did the other day with the AN-94. Now I got a comment on one of the videos saying that I had said, you can use the same tactics in Battlefield and Call of Duty. No, I did not say that. What I said was a good technique and a good tactic to use during a deathmatch game in Battlefield is the standard deathmatch tactic that one would use in Call of Duty, which would be sticking to the perimeters, avoiding open areas as much as possible, and taking down any targets you see. Now, if someone thinks that that's not a good tactic for playing deathmatch, okay, that's fine. I personally disagree. I think, especially when somebody's coming over to a game, like when they're coming from Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops, and they're coming over to Bad Company 2, one of the best things they can do if they want to, advance and rank up faster and learn the game without getting frustrated, well, getting frustrated as little as possible anyway, is to do that during deathmatch. Sticking to the perimeters keeps you out of as many as possible firing lines that you can avoid. You're never going to be able to avoid every firing line. That's the point of the game. They put firing lines everywhere so that people can see you, so they can shoot you, and so the game can be played. But sticking to the perimeters allows you to avoid almost, not, a good chunk of the firing lines. You don't have to run through the middle. So on a map like this, sticking to the buildings and keeping to the perimeter, you'll have less chance of just getting shot from somebody you don't see. You will die, of course, because that's how it is. It'll happen. But you'll have less chance of getting just shot by someone who you didn't even see there. Whereas running in the middle, you don't know. You can't look at all the buildings. You can't look at all the windows. So that's what I meant by that. I am well aware that Call of Duty and Battlefield are two completely different games, and the same tactics do not trade over. However, standard shooter mechanic tactics 100% do transfer over. And I think some of you guys that are you know, engage in a mature discussion with me, intelligent discussion, will definitely agree with that. Of course, I understand they are different games. Okay, so moving on. So I popped the red dot sight on about halfway through this match because I wanted to get some footage with having the red dot sight on and having the iron sights, because this weapon here, I find that the only time I really find that I need the red dot sight is if, like, I don't want to use the 4x optical, but I know I'm going to be into some longer range engagements, and their red dot sight just makes it a little bit easier to hit those longer range targets. Whereas the 4x scope, that is the ideal scope to use for those situations, but you know, sometimes you're just not in the mood for putting the ACOG scope on the weapon, so the red dot sight can definitely be a good choice there. But the M16 Assault Rifle is the last assault rifle you unlock. So, it is the only other assault rifle, along with the AN-94, that is a burst fire weapon. Unlike the AN-94, which fires 2 rounds, the M16A2 fires 3 rounds. And I'm pretty sure that most of the time the M16 in games is a burst fire weapon. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops. Anytime I've seen an M16, it's generally the burst fire variant, but it's not always. There are many variations of the M16, the M14, different stocks and barrels. They come in all flavors. It's pretty much the standard military gun. And in this game here, as I said during the AN-94 video, it's hard to choose a favorite between the AN-94 and the M16. But the M16 is a wonderful, wonderful assault rifle to use. The recoil just makes sense. It just feels natural. The firing speed is, again, as fast as you would like it to be. You know, it's as fast as you can push that button. Those bullets will fly right out. It's incredibly accurate, and it has great stopping power. I don't feel that I need to use Magnum ammo with it. I don't feel, because I haven't unlocked Magnum ammo on this soldier yet. So I don't feel that I'm at a disadvantage without it. So, I mean, really, it doesn't get much better than this weapon right here. And I think there's a reason why DICE made it the last weapon to unlock, because, you know, there's something about unlocking the weapons. You remember in, like, Call of Duty 4? Oh, wait, what am I thinking of? Oh, yeah, Call of Duty 4, the last assault rifle. I'm trying to think, I can't remember which one it was, but, oh, it was the MP44, like something special at the end, just to give you an incentive to, you know, to keep playing it, to unlock the whole way and to get to that. Now, you don't have to play nearly as long here to get to the end of the assault kit. As you can see, we got to it by level 11 or 12, and we're already done with the assault kit. But the M16 is definitely the weapon worth going for. Definitely a weapon worth playing for. If you haven't unlocked it yet, stick with the assault class, and I think that you will very much enjoy the M16. So now we move on to some footage from Oasis. This was actually a game, same day, but actually I played them in reverse. I played Oasis first, and later on I played ColdWar. I had a couple matches on Oasis. This one was the one I ended up recording. The first match of the day actually was the one I wish I recorded, but I thought I hit the button and I didn't. But I went and got the ace pin on that. First match of the day using the M16, and I grabbed an ace pin. The ace pin is not something that I grab often. That time on the AN-94 the other day, that was one of the first times I grabbed the ace pin. The only other time I got it was when I was on a team with pretty much nobody was doing anything. You know, everybody had like 3 kills, 4 kills, and I really didn't deserve having the ace pin just because I had maybe 15 or 20 kills. But the other day with the AN-94 and this morning with the M16, I mean, I couldn't believe it. I'm not someone who gets the ace pin very often, so that was great to see. I wish I recorded that game, but, you know, that's how things go. This game wasn't too bad, though. I got some good examples of how versatile this weapon is. You'll see engagements that are close quarters. You'll see engagements that are far away. Now, the M16 for close quarters combat is still a formidable force multiplier, as Battlefield likes to call it. They use that term a lot in their weapon descriptions. But I definitely prefer having the 40mm shotgun on the weapon when I'm going to run into close quarters, because, you know, being a pulse fire weapon, you know, it doesn't matter how fast you fire, and I can fire pretty fast. I'm pretty good with the, you know, hitting the mouse button at the right, you know, speed to unload those weapons, unload the bullets as fast as I can. But when you have somebody that has an automatic and they're so close that accuracy doesn't matter, all they have to do is just hold the button down. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're MLG Pro. I mean, holding the button down is easier than pushing a button a lot of times, you know. So definitely for the close quarter engagements, that's why, you know, for the AN94 and the M16, I do prefer to run the 40mm shotgun on there, just for those close quarter engagements when maybe you're out of ammo, or, you know, I like to take the 40mm shotgun out when I know I'm going to be in a close quarter engagement. When I know I'm going to start clearing out some buildings and working my way through, I like to take the shotgun out. It's great for when you have to come up the stairs. Somebody has the higher ground on you. If somebody has higher ground, they almost always have an advantage. So I like to use the 40mm shotgun for coming up the stairs into a building that I don't know if anyone's in. It's a good advantage, you know, to have. It evens the playing field a little bit. So just a couple things I wanted to mention, actually. This video here obviously ended the assault class, so we're going to be starting, I think I'm going to do the engineer next. I haven't decided yet. I haven't actually started, but I think I'm going to do the engineer next. If you guys would prefer the medic over the engineer, let me know. But if you don't have a preference, if either one's okay, that's cool. Or we could do them maybe both at the same time. We could switch off instead of doing just one, just the other. Maybe we could do that. I'm not sure yet. Haven't fully decided. And like I said, I have the shotgun video coming up. I'm going to use that as like a topper to the end of the assault class here. I'm going to use the 870 MCS, and we'll do it as kind of like a I guess you can call it a montage, since it's not just going to be one gameplay. But I mean, I wouldn't call this like a montage here. I would still call this a gameplay. You know, I just kind of, it's squad deathmatch. You're not doing anything but killing anybody. So I don't see the need to leave footage in where you're just, you know, moving from one area to the next. It just doesn't make sense to me. On a rush or a conquest thing, that makes more sense, because you're, you know, showing different flanking routes and, you know, things of that nature. And, you know, we'll get to that when we start doing some more of those matches. I'm going to start putting up some more footage from those games. And definitely for the engineer kit, because the engineer kit is heavy on vehicles. And, you know, squad deathmatch, most people don't use the vehicles in squad deathmatch. It's kind of, there's actually, most servers that I play on for squad deathmatch are no vehicle servers. Like it says in the rules, not to use the tanks or something like that. You know, I don't really mind it. I mean, you don't really need it, and it just makes it a little bit more interesting when when nobody's using the vehicle and it's just gun on gun. Oh, this is silly. Two morons running around. We can't get each other. And I'm shooting them, not hitting them. What's going on? Done. I was very lucky on that. I thought I was dead. My main weapon was out. My second weapon was out. so I wanted to put this in just to finish it here. Just one last long range shot, and there we go, everybody. That is the M16A2 Assault Rifle, the final assault rifle to unlock in the assault class. So, hope you guys liked the video. If you did, let me know down in the comments and rate the video. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. See you later.